4 hours of sleep. I just fucking slept for 4.5 hours and I'm wide fucking awake. Fuck. 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 Fuck, kill, 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 fuck, kill. Whoa! Okay, time now is 12:36 afternoon, on January 17th. Yeah, fuck, we're already over halfway done with January? Are you serious? Yeah. I slept from 5:35 to, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, yeah, I went to bed late again, which sucks. I don't know why. I just like at around at around 3 a.m. I was like, shit, I still have things to do. And I watched Ornamental Hairpin, the film, and I watched the first 20 minutes and I'm like, okay, I gotta go to bed. And then at 7 a.m. I was awake and I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? I thought, how have I only slept for 2 hours? But I feel like I've already slept for 10. Like I had a dream. I had a very vivid dream, and I don't remember any of it, but I had a very big vivid dream. I think I went to Thailand in the dream. Um I think something happened in regards to my family. Like I went to Thailand with my family or something. And then I fell back asleep, and then at 10 a.m. I was wide awake because I was woken up by Mary's music, of course. Mary's music, every fucking time. I think it's been like 4 or 5 days where Mary wakes me up with with her music, and it just keeps going and banging and banging and banging, and then there's cooking downstairs, and there's the washing machine, and there's another sound, another source of music coming from elsewhere, and it's like Jesus fucking Christ. So at some point, I just couldn't take it anymore. I opened the door and I started screaming, and it's like the 19th time I've screamed to Mary's music. And it appears she didn't get it, so I screamed again. I don't want to scream because if I scream, then I won't fall asleep. It's just a little too much adrenaline. But yeah, I screamed a couple times and then went back to bed and then went out to scream again and went back to bed. Anyways, around 11 a.m., I think I fell back asleep and then now I'm awake again. So, fuck me. So yeah. But today's gonna be exciting because I'm going to Sandrine's party at Culver City. I asked Camden to drive me there. He said yes, but he said he can't drive me back, and I'm like, it's okay. Or like I haven't replied, but yeah. And yeah, I'm also thinking about going to Trader Joe's before going to Sandrine's party. Um the thing is I don't like going to Trader Joe's um before 7 p.m. because I don't get free Lyft, so I have to take a bus to and from. So yeah, that's gonna be but I have to do it because I genuinely have no food at all. So yeah. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it for today. Um, I don't have much else. I think my main goal is really to just read and write and sleep early. Yeah, and again, I hate that we're already halfway through January. I don't know, I hope a lot of things happen to me. And again, I'm trying to have this mindset where it's just like I hope nothing happens, but I hope that's not true. I hope a lot of weird shit happens to me. In a good way. Finally. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you're like you're like
The Voice.
I don't know why.
I'm proofreading audiobooks. It's should I say what kind of audio?
Smart?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, that's gotta be the top thing.
That's
That's gotta be way more interesting
right?
to.
It is. It's interesting.
The thing is called the Fine Art, and we do Fine Art, and it started after COVID or during COVID. It's gonna work.
It smells nice.
Smells like burnt paper.
It smells like s'mores.
The little dry leaves, sticks, paper, things like that.
Use
Let
the
me
Trader
harvest.
Joe's. Alright, well.
Trader Joe's bag would be perfect. Because
Positive.
Ew, this one is on fire. This one
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
That's all it takes to start a revolution.
No, look at those. Inside it's happening.
Yeah, this one.
It's happening. Like this.
It's not like
See, after this one, if I want.
Oh, it is good.
Okay, time now is 2:20 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, so it's been a pretty nice day. I have to say, though the morning have been rough. I woke up like 3 times, and the first thing I did in the morning is to scream fuck. And again, it's like, don't piss me off right off the bat in the morning, like, because my mind is not going to be in the right place, and I am not rational. Like, I will be irrational enough to scream the word fuck and kill for like 5 minutes straight just to scare you away. And right when I was about to go to bed, I heard Mary, my roommate, run down the stairs and say, "Sorry, Enoch," and then just left. But yeah, anyways, it's a miracle that I even fell back asleep. The rest of the day was okay. I woke up, I filmed a video, and then almost immediately after, at around 5, I took a bus to Trader Joe's, bought a bunch of shit, and then came back. And Julie, the Asian American woman from below, she left. She's gone for the weekend, but she asked me if the fridge is fixed, like, if the fridge is going to be fixed, and I told her I called the Triple Link, and they're not coming, so they'll probably send someone on Monday. And then, as it turns out, Monday's a holiday, so they won't send anyone until Tuesday. Are you fucking kidding me? So the fridge is fucking dying. So I thought only the water is the issue, but apparently the fridge isn't cold either. Like, the temperature inside the fridge is getting higher and higher, and it's so fucking inconvenient that it has to fail on Thursday night. Friday no one came, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I have to wait until Tuesday until someone comes and fixes the fridge. So the food is pretty much dying in the fridge, but I think it's fine. But the English clam chowder soup, which has 3 servings, I had 1. There are 2 servings left in that soup. It turned yellow. Like, the surface turned yellow, and there's weird red substances, patches on the top, and it stinks. It's sour. So the soup has gone bad. And I was gonna scoop up the surface and then drink the rest. And I thought to myself, okay, if I get a stomachache, I'll just go to the bathroom. But you know what? It's nasty, and I didn't do that. So the food is literally going bad, the fridge is fucking dying, and I guess we'll have to wait 5 fucking days because I love this apartment. Okay, but anyways, I went to Trader Joe's, bought a bunch of food, came back, stored them in the fridge anyways. Even if it's slightly cold, it'll do for now. It's fine. It's okay. It'll work out. It's fine. The only things I'm a little worried about is the yogurt and the milk, because it can go really bad. But the milk I think is fine because it's like lactose free, but I'm still not 100% sure. So I'm gonna try to finish both tomorrow. But yeah, still no water, but someone here bought a large jug of clean water, so at least we can have that in the time being. Yeah, I went to Trader Joe's, and as I was shopping there, Camden WhatsApped me saying, I'll be at your place at 5:30, and at that point it was like 5:10 for me, so I'm like, okay, I'll try. So I bought all the food, and then I immediately walked over to the bus stop. 5 minutes later, the bus came, I went back to my spot, my home, and it was 5:35. And then Camden's like, okay, sorry, I'm running late. So I'm okay. I can chill for like maybe 10 more minutes. So at around 5:50, Camden showed up outside of my place. I got into the car, and it's Camden, Asir, Colin, and we headed over to Culver City. But it was actually more like Playa Vista, where Sandrine lives. And yeah, it's just really nice to have the Can team back. Except a bunch of people last minute did not show up. So I thought that this is the closest we'll get to a Can team reunion. But it's still a far cry from a real reunion because Brendan's busy, Garrett's stuck at work, and Elizabeth is not interested, Mustafa's not interested. Mustafa's held up with something. So out of the 12, 4 people can't show up. Matt is in Singapore right now, so 5 people can't show up. And then who else? Camden had to leave halfway. So Camden left. And Tiger couldn't come. Tiger was gonna come, but she's stuck doing 546 set work because she's the director. She's chosen as the 546 director, and she's building the set, and she couldn't come. And yeah, so like ended up. Who else didn't come? Yeah, I think a bunch of people just didn't really show up. So it wasn't really a reunion after all. But it was closest as we can get. But Matt and his girlfriend Michelle was there. And they're both not really on the team, but they both went to Can, so they're legacy members. And then Arjun is a legacy member. Arjun eventually showed up, and that's it. So literally the whole dinner was me, Colin, Camden, Asir, and then Emma, Arjun, Matt, Michelle. So it's 8 people, and then it's Sandrine. Sandrine's daughter is in Boston. But yeah, it was a really nice house, huge, beautiful backyard with like stone slab path and a long table out in the cold night, candle lit dinner, string lights, and it's like freaking Europe. It's like Sandrine built herself a little France in Culver City, and we had the meal, and it was good. We got some lettuce salad. We got the best part is potatoes with caramelized onions, and then Sandrine made some pizza. I had 1 slice. It was square pizza. Very nice crispy crust though. And I realized that there's no meat at all. It's completely vegetarian meal. But it's very good. And I had some red wine and some white wine. And then we started a bonfire, and then we sat around it, and yeah. And then we just talked a little bit. And then at around, I think 11, we left. People started leaving, and then we left, and that's it. Tiger couldn't come, but today Tiger was supposed to come, and Sandrine even prepared a birthday cake for her, which is tiramisu, but unfortunately she couldn't show up, and yeah, so there's that. But it was a fun time. It's so interesting seeing Colin in 2 different spaces. I think a couple of days ago I saw Colin at the Click 2 house, and Colin's like so in his element, and Leandra's like poking at him and pulling his shirt and like whatever, and Colin's like on the ground rolling around and laughing, and then in here Colin's like much more reserved. It's so interesting seeing Colin like seeing multiple sides of him finally, and like finally really figuring him out. And then I talked to Colin a little bit about like sort of like, and I heard Colin and Sears' conversation about like why did Colin start film, and Colin starting with acting, and then blah blah blah, and his thought process. Colin was about to say some deep shit about his philosophy on life, and then Asir got distracted by something else, which is really funny. And then Colin started like being really quiet, and turns out Colin lately has been sleeping really early, like at 10 a.m. every night, because over winter he started taking this medication, and it made him very sleepy very fast, and he's been addicted to sleeping for some reason. So he started yawning like constantly. Yeah, but it's so good to finally see Colin. Like, I'm finally, like, I can finally see Christian. I'm finally kind of seeing Maisie. I saw Jayun for who she is. I'm finally seeing Colin for who he is, and also the Click 2 gang, I guess. And it's just like all these people is finally completely human to me, which is so good. Like they are like transitioning into 3D characters. And but yeah, we talked a lot. We talked about film, but we also just talked a lot about just like whatever. And it was nice. I got along with everyone. There was nice conversation. I trust everyone there. Min keeps calling me the detective, and almost in a joking way, but I kind of embrace it. I like it. Like, I am the detective. Come on. And I think life is boring if you're completely serious. Like, I gotta give myself a nickname and be campy and a little weird somehow, just for 5% of it. And I think that's enough. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. We said our goodbyes, and then we left. Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, this pretty much completes week 1 of out of 15 or 16 weeks of my final semester. And you know what? I am quite satisfied. This is fucking crazy, because last semester, week 1 was like, slit my throat, please. But I'm quite happy with this one, even though the classes are a little, strangers. But there's the one class that I really enjoyed. There's the Click to View gathering that I felt really comfortable at. Like, it's just a bunch of people I trust. And then the night with Tova and Lizzie is pretty cool. And then tonight was a lot of fun as well. And also just people like Maisie texting me, and people like Andrew Wu and Huvo texting me. They went to Finn Liu's birthday party today. Finn turned 21. I'm turning 24 this year. Come on. But yeah. And yeah, but either way, even though the classes aren't great and all, but I still feel kind of involved. Like, again, I'm not really an APCA, but you know, if you really think about it, people like Finn Liu and Jiayang and like, there are a bunch of Asian people who are pretty well known in the sphere, but well, obviously they're production students, but still, there are a bunch of Asians that aren't really even that involved in APCA. Even the Wu brothers, I don't think they are that involved. They're just really well connected, but they're not like committee higher ups. So it's like fine. And then yeah, I'm still, you know, I think being tied with the APCA gang and the Click 2 gang, I think really is gonna work out for me. Like, spring break, I don't know, I hope this spring break, my final spring break, I hope it's not gonna be spent alone or something. I hope it's gonna be with either of the gangs, and we're gonna go somewhere interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I'm gonna recharge. I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna go to Ralph's, and that's it. And it's gonna be nice. And yeah. I texted Andrew about Long Day's Journey into Night, and also Arjun is coming, and I think Min is going to, so a bunch of people are gonna show up, so it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fun. Okay, time now is 1:47 p.m. on January 18th. Yeah. I did go to bed at 4:45. So I did technically break the 5 a.m. curse, but at 5 a.m., like I was using my phone, and at 5 a.m. I'm like, fine, I'll sleep. And then I slept. And then at 11-ish, I was wide awake because Mary was singing again. And at this point, I'm just like too tired to go out there and scream, so I just let her sing and play music. And then I checked my phone. Turns out Mary sent me a text saying I have to do singing practice because I have a show in 2 weeks. Why don't you sing outside? Sing on the streets. Fucking sing street, you know? Yeah, so, there's that. But, yeah, so I just let her sing, who cares? And eventually the singing stopped and I fell back asleep. And then at around 1:30, I'm awake again. So yeah, I need to go to bed earlier. Just because of Mary. If Mary's gonna sing every morning at 10 a.m., like that's gonna be a problem for my sleep schedule. Even if I don't have school, I'll have to wake up because of Mary singing. So yeah, I guess I'll have to adjust according to her singing schedule now. My sleeping schedule has to adjust to her singing schedule. But yeah, today's gonna be chill. I'm going to the gym and then I'm going to Ralph's, or vice versa. Yeah. That's pretty much it. No, nothing else. No notifications. No nothing. And yeah, I'm just trying really hard to finish my Empire script. I think I'm halfway done. Without knowing that I'm halfway done. It feels like 1/3. It feels like I'm 1/3 done because the second half is actually real long. So maybe I am 1/3 done. I don't know. I just need to fucking finish it because the moment I finish the Empire, I gotta start working on my 2 480 scripts. That's due in late Feb. So yeah, gotta start cranking. Gotta start grinding. Yeah. Okay, time now is 2:18 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, it's been a pretty chill day, and again, I woke up hearing her singing. But it's fine because it's a little bit later. But yeah, I didn't do much for the first half of the day. I filmed a video I recorded for my mini movie roundup video, and then that's it. And then I went to the gym. Yeah, at 8 p.m. At 8:30 to 9:30 I went to the gym, and it's not a long time, it's just an hour, but really tried to push my limits here. I did 4 sets of lateral raises. I did this and this for 20 pounds instead of 15, which really pushed my limits. And, you know, I didn't do like 8 reps. I do only 4 or 5, but it's already like too much for me. And then I did some pull-ups. I did some bench press. And then I ran on the treadmill. Pretty standard, nothing new. But I feel good. I feel good that I'm going back to the gym, and probably Tuesday night I'll go again. And this time I'll do some pull and some legs maybe. And then immediately after gym I went to Ralph's, got a bunch of food, and then came back, and I feel really nice. I feel really nice to be food secure, you know? It's really nice. And then I had dinner, and I've never fried enoki mushrooms before. I needed to finish about 3 meals worth of enoki mushrooms. But I usually put them in noodles, which taste really good. But this time, I decided to fry it. And with garlic, salt, pepper, and also a dash of sweet soy sauce. And holy shit, it tastes good. And I'm like, oh yeah, right. I mean, when I fry up mushrooms, which doesn't happen often, but sometimes with steak, I fry up, you know, butter with mushrooms. It's the same principle, right? And so it tastes really good. It worked really well with my rice. I also had an egg with the leftover chashu, and it tastes really good. It's kind of like omelet-ish. And then I fried up the veg, and it's a pretty hearty meal, and I enjoyed it. I thought it's really good. And, yeah. Hopefully nothing goes bad in the fridge, because the fridge is fucking dying. But you can tell, you can start to feel that the temperature's rising in the fridge, and the ice cream mochi that I got from Trader Joe's a couple nights ago, they're actually turning soft. So, yeah, or yesterday, actually. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. There's not much else to say or do. I've been trying to do the reading for my essay film class, which is like 20 pages long, but it's so dense and so difficult. I had to Google the meaning of, not even meaning of words, I understood every single word. It's just meaning of sentences. Like, I'm just too stupid to understand it. And I can't believe it's just 1 out of the 4 readings I have to do, on top of the readings for other classes, on top of the book that I'm still trying to finish for myself. So it's absolute madness, and I have a lot to read, I have a lot to watch still. I have a lot to edit still, and once again, I'm kind of late and running out of time, so I'm just going to end the video off here. It's a good day, it's a chill day, not much else. I've also been doing a little bit of brainstorming on where to bring my parents and my brother to when they come to LA to visit me. And I know it's like, now it's still January, I'm talking about May, there's still 4 whole months, but for some reason it's fun to bring them around LA. I mean the last time I designed an itinerary is for Kyoto, which is not that long ago, but I don't know, it's just, I'm having ideas on what places to bring my parents to, and the first night would be May 12th, and I want to bring them to just this nearby restaurant to have dinner. It's called Yard House, and I'm not familiar with that restaurant, so we'll see. I've only been there once, and it's the first night I went to LA, and I just thought it would be a beautiful full circle moment if we go there again. But literally, I'm planning a day where it's going to be Academy Museum, the Grove, and Cantor's Deli, and back to back to back at West Hollywood. which seems kind of crazy because I've never been to the Grove and the Academy Museum on the same day, even though I've been to both places a bajillion times. And then Cantor's Deli I've been once. And then I'm planning a day where it's Koreatown, downtown LA, and then eventually the USC area, which is very ambitious. Again, there's a lot going on. But I think with Koreatown, we can just have a meal there. I mean, there's not much to see. But downtown LA is definitely interesting, and the USC area is important because that's where I'm at right now. And then I'm thinking of a day where it's East LA, sort of Hong Kong food in the morning, and then later at night we head over to Santa Monica, Sawtelle, these spots to have Japanese meal. But yeah, either way, I'm looking forward. I'm also heading over to Tova and Lizzie's place tomorrow again for the 4th time. Yeah, I think for the 4th time. It's so crazy how much I see them. But it's good. I'm gonna bring a Blu-ray and everything. It's gonna be great. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Gotta go back to my work now. Okay, time now is 1:27 p.m. on January 19th. Mary's singing again, and she's probably going to be singing every morning from here on out. Yeah, I slept from about 5:20 to 1:30, or just 1. I did wake up like several times in the middle, but it's okay. Yeah, still can't break the 5 a.m. curse, and I have to break it tonight. Didn't watch a film last night, just watched an episode of anime, but that's okay. Spent a lot of time reading that fucking 20-page reading, and it's giving me a huge headache. And it's just 1 out of the 4 readings I have to do for the essay film class. But yeah, today should be nice. I'm just gonna go over to Tova and Lizzie's place, probably, highly likely, and yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna be chilling again. My chest feels sore, which is good. It's the ideal, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else. Yeah, shoulders kind of sore too. Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone's doing something. Like, everyone's in some event, or again, there are so many temptations around me. I just see a lot of people hanging out in places like K-Shay filming continues, so a lot of people are on her set. And then Daniel Pan is in Joshua Tree with some friends. Some people are going somewhere together, and I just don't know. I just feel like no one's inviting me anywhere. No one's doing anything with me. I wonder how Christian's doing. Christian should be back in LA. I don't know. But yeah. That's it. Fridge is still not fixed. Yeah, gotta break the 4 a.m. curse. The 5 a.m. curse, and then the 4 a.m. curse. I need to go to bed at 2 a.m. like every night. That's the goal. So tonight I'm aiming for a 4:30, I think. Or 4. I'm gonna take up sleeping pills and try 4, actually. Yeah. Okay, it's 2:05 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, today has been quite peaceful. Again, Mary was singing when I woke up. That's probably gonna happen forever. But yeah, I didn't really do much in the first part of the day. And then at around 5:30, I took a bus to Tova's place again for the fourth or fifth time. And as I arrived, I waited outside of the door for like 10 more minutes because Tova was actually outside with a friend watching Avatar 3. And yeah, I decided to just spend that useful time to write my script, which is going through a bit of a weird phase. I think, I am really, really excited to develop my own script, but it's kind of getting stuck a little bit. But I feel like I'm about to get into the very, very good part, and once I get into that, I can finish the first draft. But yeah, it's kind of getting stuck, but it's still an exciting script. And then I headed over. Tova showed up. Tova brought her friend Alyssa into the apartment. This white girl who is into tarot cards, and then Lizzie showed up a little later, and we were planning to edit the Film 33 doc, except except the charger, the USB to USB-C cable that usually works on my laptop didn't work. So I tried to edit the Film 33 doc with Tova, but in about an hour it just died. And at the same time, Tova's friend started playing Sinners on the TV. So somehow I watched the entire Sinners, but I wasn't really paying attention. But the entire Sinners played from front to back, from the first scene to the last scene. And I saw the first 10 minutes of the film, which I missed actually when I saw this film back in April. So that's pretty cool. I forgot that I missed the first few scenes, but that's true. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So we ended up didn't edit that much, and yeah, it was whatever. And then Tova drove me back, and then I had dinner. I had a big meal. I don't know why, I feel like even though I feel food secure after the Ralphs and the Trader Joe's, I still feel like I'm running out of food constantly. I made steak today, which I need. I lost a lot of blood in the last few days, in the last couple of weeks, that I really desperately needed more blood, so I needed beef. But beef is getting more and more expensive, especially in Trader Joe's, so I paired it with 2 slices of bacon. And then I also had some mushrooms with green beans. It was a very nice big meal, very fat, very salty, and I just drank a lot of water. And then I want to go to bed early, so fuck. So I'm gonna try to immediately start the film that I was planning to watch, and sort of just that. And then that's pretty much it. Pretty chill day. Lizzie asked me what I planned for the rest of the weekend. I realized I have nothing planned. I don't have no gatherings. I don't have no club meetings. I don't have my job at all. And it's actually really crazy. And yeah, I feel I don't want to feel this way because I know this semester is all about relaxing, etc. But man, it's so empty. And then I just looked at Instagram story, and Daniel Pan posted a story of him and Ted Chow, and then Ethan Kwan and Harley and Keisha and Kate were there, and then the Wu brothers, and they're all in suits and they're eating a nice dinner. And I just don't like this feeling. I'm getting flashbacks to 6 years ago when there's Tofu Gang and Bean Gang, and they're hanging out, and I just see stories of them enjoying food and having fun, and while I'm just alone at home crying. And I really hate that. So I really just don't know. And again, I feel like these are just demons under my feet, I just feel like these demons are trying to tell me, like, oh, it's like, you know, you're a loser, you have no friends, no one wants to hang out with you. I don't know. I do hope that I get more involved with them, you know. Again, it's either the Click 2 gang or the Woos gang. Like, these are the two gangs that I want to be more involved with. But I'm always never, like, the core part of the gang. I'm always, like, some kind of outsider just sort of floating around. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe things will change. Maybe it isn't even about things changing. Maybe it's more about just, yeah, maybe it's less about things changing and more about just me accepting the fact that I will forever be an outsider and then find happiness in that. I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but, we're entering week 2, and week 2 out of 15. It's like the clock is running out, and I don't know how to feel. I mean, on one hand, I kind of know for sure that I'm like 95% sure that I'm gonna do masters, so it's not like the end of my school life completely. But at the same time, it's like, even if I get into masters, it's gonna be a whole different chapter of my life. Like, everyone around me is going to be gone. Like, by the time I start masters, people like Ethan Kwan and the Click 2 gang, they're all going to be gone. They're all going to be graduated by the time I reach masters. And Jiren, I think, would still be there, but like, she would be a senior, I guess. But like, I don't even know that many like sophomores now. Like, most people I know now are just like juniors and seniors and super seniors, and then yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a whole different group of people. And so, in a way, I think this is indeed a finale of some sorts. And I don't know, I just hope something of substance takes place on week 2. Again, I hate these demons under my feet, but there was a thought earlier I had, and it's, again, about romance and love, and, you know, I'm 23 and I'm kind of jaded now, but I just hate, I don't know, I just think romance is such a social construct to me. I think, yeah, I think that I was imagining what would happen if I really started dating someone or if I kissed someone. And I realized that because I've been wanting this for 6 years, if I ever officially date someone, I probably won't even think it's real, and it's probably going to send me down a spiral of existential crisis, so much so that it's going to trigger some genuine, like, depression out of me, and I would probably try to kill myself, or at least, like, do something really bad to myself. And I just realized that, yeah, I feel like I'm not even trying to be dramatic, but if I ever, like, if someone tells me they love me for real, I'd either not believe in it, or I would believe in it, but it would have an extreme psychological allergic reaction. Like, I'm gonna start, like, I'm gonna be mute, like, selectively, or I'm gonna be paralyzed, or I'm gonna lose my ability to speak, or something like that. Like, it's gonna have some insane biological effect on me that I cannot even begin to anticipate, because I'm just so unstable mentally. I don't know. I'm going off the rocks right now. I'm just gonna watch the movie and go to bed. Yay. Okay, Yeah, time now is god damn it. Time now is 9:18 a.m. on January 19th. January 20th. I slept from 5:20 to 9:17 a.m. Yeah, I'm really tired. And last night, I don't know why, I couldn't finish a film. I didn't finish the readings. A lot of time went to waste. So yeah. Didn't even need the sleeping pills. I was already tired. Okay, gotta break the 5 a.m. curse tonight. For real. And yeah, I might hit the gym tonight. I might not. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just really tired, and I still have a couple readings to do before today's classes. I gotta go. Gotta go to school earlier and then look at the readings. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I want to go back to bed for a little bit, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, that's saliva on my hand. Dog just bit me. Just got fucking bit by a dog. Thankfully, I'm not really that injured. A white dog just bit me. Got saliva on my pants too. Fuck. Okay, time now is 12:44 after midnight. Just finished dinner. Frick me. Yeah, so today started off meh, slept for 4 hours. I also just fully realized that I'm not coughing anymore. Like, I think around last week it kind of stopped, but like I'm really happy that I'm just not coughing anymore. So that's cool. Anyways, yeah, I woke up after sleeping for 4 hours, feeling really tired, feeling really drained, and I went to school, went to SCA. I saw Julian walking out of the elevator. We said hi. He's really cool. He's like this really edgy experimental filmmaker, and he knows me now. Yeah. I went to the SCA third floor couch, sat down, and holy shit! The moment I woke up, my belly felt bloated. I think it's because I had such a big dinner last night. You know, steak, bacon, all that. And overnight I slept, and then I woke up and I still feel really bloated. So I just felt really uncomfortable. I sat on the couch, and but I'm like, I gotta push it through, man. I gotta push through. So I did my readings. I spent about 40 minutes going through the 2 readings I needed to do for my 2 religion classes today, and then yeah, I after that I just walked over to Taper Hall, took religion 334, and it was okay. I spoke up once. It was so awkward. Again, the discussions, it's just like the girl who's sitting opposite me, she's really active in class. She's raising her hand, and the moment it's a group discussion, she just has nothing to say to me or to the guy next to me. and it's so awkward. And I hate that, and I miss cool class discussions, and by miss I'm like trying to think of like what really is a cool class discussion. I guess the only time I really experienced group discussions being cool was RIT 340. I think was that even a discussion? I don't know, but it was way more interactive. But yeah, anyways, and then I headed over to Colt 382, and I barely did the reading, and that's totally fine because we did not really talk about it today. And instead, we spent the whole class just sort of talking about Confucianism and the Analects. And man, the professor, he's a white guy, but he can write Chinese. Like, do not underestimate him. He knows the tones, and he's even self-aware. At the end of the class, he's like, okay, if you're a native Chinese speaker and you can read Chinese, read it in Chinese, because, you know, you come to America just to listen to a white guy talk about Kongzi. Like, no, I suggest you read it in Chinese. So, you know, he deserves my respect. But yeah, the class was I was struggling to stay awake. And then I saw a white kid sitting in the middle of the classroom falling asleep, and I'm like, damn, he's fully asleep. At least I'm almost asleep. He's completely asleep. So yeah, after class I left. I went over to the bus stop, and then took a bus back, and then I went to the bathroom. I just so bloated. And then I went back to sleep. At 4 p.m., I went back on my bed. It was nice and soft and warm, and I couldn't fall asleep. Of course I couldn't. And then, the moment I began to fall asleep, Mary starts singing again. Of course, I love it. I love it. The banging sounds, the banging beats, it all comes back, and I don't even have the energy to scream or yell or anything. I just let it be, you know. So I'm like, fuck it. So I just left the bed and I made myself lunch and etc. etc. And then yeah, today has been really chill. Turns out the Wu's gang dinner, that was with Kate Xiao's birthday. So yeah. Interestingly, on Kate Xiao's Instagram post, Daniel Pan is completely cut out of the picture. So that's interesting. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, I guess my only thought, right, Bertablo called me for like 15 minutes. He seems a little, emotionally troubled, and I hope the best for him. And then I tried to talk to him about like what's been going on in my personal life, and even though my personal life right now is a-okay, it somehow still comes off really depressing. Like I just talk about how it's my last semester and I want to be at peace and I want to just do nothing, and that came off really depressing. And the truth is, my life now does have shades of depression in it, simply because I'm striving for emptiness. It's not like a beautiful, joyous, colorful finale. It's, you know, this last semester of my undergrad college life is one that is clean, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. No response from that VR internship that I applied to last Friday, and no response from Christian R. I still want to hang out with him. The thing is, I realized that this week I really have nothing planned. I have 15 weeks, by the way. I have 15 weeks left. And even if I have tons of classes with tons of people I know, it's still not building up to a lot of time. Like, out of these 15 weeks, how much time do I actually have to hang out and talk to people? Whether it is the Wu's gang or the Click 2 gang, or, I don't know, Audrey, the Asian girl, if she's still interested. Like, I don't know. It's actually not much. And I need to make good use of, like, whatever time I have left. No more dilly-dallying around. So I don't know. Yeah. No more dilly-dallying around. So I don't know. I don't know. I want to hang out with someone this week. I just want to hang out with one person. Either it be Christian R or Justin T because I haven't seen him in a while, or I don't know. But the thing is, no one's really hitting me up and texting me and asking me to hang out. Like, if people are texting me, it's always just like, oh, can you come to set to do this thing for me? Maisie, Andrew Wu, they text me and it's about coming to set, you know? No one's texting me to just hang out. And you know, people like Colin, Anya, they're not really texting me. I mean, I don't even know them that well. I mean, I know Colin quite well. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a little depressing because, like, I forgot what it's like to be in a group chat, in a tight group of friends. I just forgot what it's like because it's been so many years since I've been in just a tight group chat, you know? And I don't know if people my age still do that. Like, some guy in their chat saying, oh, let's hang out. And everyone's like, sure, let's meet at this time. And then send memes to each other. Like, I forgot what that feels like because it's been so many years. I've been so isolated for so many years. And sure, I have friends. I have a friend here, a friend there. And it's been nice. I have communicated. But people just come and go. And I'm never part of something. And, you know, the APCA Friendsgiving is the closest I've been to being part of something. The Click2 Gang is also the closest I've been. But at the end of the day, I'm not in no group chats. I'm not in nothing. And I don't know. I just forgot what it's like. I just don't know how it feels like anymore. Because it's been so long. And yeah. Yeah, so I just want to hang out with someone. I want to do something meaningful. I mean, I'm looking forward to Long Day's Journey into Night because I think Daniel Pan and Andrew Wu are going to show up. If they're not, I'm going to be a bit sad, but I'm enjoying the film anyways. I mean, maybe I should text Audrey about this. Maybe I should. Audrey the Asian girl. But, like, the thing is, I don't even know if she's interested. I don't know. And you know what? I should text Ethan Go as well and ask him what's up with the 480 acting gig that he's trying to get. Because maybe I want to act a little bit too. Yeah. Life. I completely forgot to mention two things, and that is one, in the morning, I was bloated, I was super tired, I walked out of my apartment, and as I was walking, and I was putting on earbuds, and I was about to play music on my phone, I felt a dog biting my hand, my right hand. And I looked, and there is a big white dog biting me. And some woman was holding it on a leash, but I was close enough for the dog to, like, bite me and bark at me. And I was too sleepy to react. So I just, like, backed off, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, in my head, I'm just like, what the fuck? And then the woman was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm okay. And yeah, I looked at my hand, and it's just really gross. There's just a huge patch of saliva. A lot of saliva. A few teeth marks, like maybe 3 teeth marks just over here. And a weird chunk of, like, a weird piece of blackish, greenish thing. Probably from food or grass or something. And then there's also saliva on my jacket sleeve and some on my pants. And I was just really shocked. And I'm like, okay. And I just left. It doesn't hurt that bad. But, like, even now, I could still feel the sting. But it doesn't really hurt. And I went to, like, I grabbed a piece of tissue from my backpack. Thank God I have a tissue. I wiped it off. And then when I arrived at ST, I cleaned it. So that's that. Second thing is Tiger WhatsApped me out of nowhere asking me if it's worth it to take the essay class. I would love it if she takes the essay class because she would be here and then I would have another friend. But she's directing a 5:46, which is like, you cannot be busier than that. And the essay class is a lot of time and commitment. So I just told her that. She'll decide, but I'm glad she's asking me. And that's it. That's all. Okay, time now is 11:20 a.m. in the morning on January 21st. And yeah, I slept from 5 a.m. to like 5:05 maybe to 11:15-ish, I guess. No, 11:05, I think. So yeah, 6 hours of sleep. I don't know why, but I was already quite awake at 10. So there's that. I think it's the cold. I feel really cold right now for some reason. But yeah, I'm actually waking up quite early because my class is at 1 p.m. The Mary Sweeney class is at 1 p.m. I don't really need to leave until 12:15-ish, which is a whole hour later, which is great. Because I need some time in the morning to chill, you know, which is ideal. No singing, that's good. Stomach feels a little, Still can't beat the 5 a.m. curse, which sucks, but yeah, I did finish an episode of anime last night. I did finish a reading. I did do a little laundry. So, not too shabby, I guess. And, yeah, hopefully interesting things happen today. I don't fucking know. Cine Asian, the website, has just posted my short film, which is really cool. I also texted Ethan Go about the audition for 480. I just want to try a little crazy. I know. Oh, but yeah, that's mostly it. I don't know. Yeah, that's mostly it for today. I had a dream where, oh fuck, what did I dream about? ICE agents coming to town, and it's at night and we're just running around. It's like a game of cat and mouse. Actually, it felt a little like Hong Kong with the small streets and everything. But yeah, I just dreamed about like escaping from ICE and then just running around. It's pretty intense dream, not gonna lie. Yeah. I was supposed to do the 4 readings from my essay film class on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a day each. Yesterday I did half, and 2 days ago I did half. So today I have 2 readings to go through. Okay, time now is 10:37 p.m. The smoke alarm just rang for like 10 minutes, and Mary's downstairs, and I don't know what she's doing now. She's either singing above me or burning below me. But anyways, just gonna quickly talk about today, collect my thoughts before they dissipate. Today's a fine day. It's not as hot. In fact, it's kind of cloudy. It's kind of cold, which is nice. I woke up and I thought I had a lot of time to spare. But what happened instead was, I had a stomachache. So, obviously, oh my god, my room smells so burnt. Like, I'm right above the kitchen, so the smoky air is literally coming right into my room. First thing. But anyways, yeah, I immediately had a stomachache. I went to the bathroom, and then I had about 15 minutes before I need to rush out. So in that 15 minutes, I applied for an internship that the internship woman referred to me last night. I also bought some Blu-rays, and I ate some cereal, ran out, walked super fast within 15 minutes. I arrived at SCA, went to the Mary Sweeney class, sat down right in the middle, and enjoyed the class. And today's class was, nice. We went through the entire runtime. The funny thing is the class is actually 3 hours long, but she has these screenings, and these films can be 2 hours long, which means that it's like 1 hour of lecture or less, and then the rest of the class is just the screening. And so today it was like half an hour of her just talking about like dreams and, you know, asking us what our progress is for like our dream logs. And then we watched Wild Strawberries, and I was so tired I fell asleep in the middle for a little bit, but it's okay. And then right afterwards we formed groups and we had discussion, and it was a little awkward. It was very clear that everyone was older than me, and when I was trying to join in the discussion, people didn't really care that much. But yeah, it was fine. During break and also after class, I spoke with this Chinese guy who's also in the essay class. I forgot his name, but this Chinese guy, you know, Yu Chen's friend. That's basically it. And then I also, during break, I saw a couple people and I said hi. I saw Alex Lee. I waved at him, and then I forgot. I think I saw someone else. And then eventually, after the class, again, I feel kind of isolated. You know, we're suddenly at the end of week 2 again, which is crazy. We're at the end of week 2, and I just want to run into people. I just want to hang out with someone. I just feel very lonely, honestly, unfortunately, or at least alienated. Not lonely yet, but alienated. And I wanted to just go over to SCA and open my laptop and just do my readings there. I walked over to SCA, and there's like no one. And then I went, and then I went to, and I went back to the other side, and I said bye to that Chinese guy. And then I went back to SCA, and as I was going to the elevator to reach SCA 3rd floor, I saw Audrey. But I heard her voice. I turned around and I saw her back, and I could immediately recognize her by her sweater and her curly hair. And she's talking to some random guy that I don't recognize. And then I was gonna approach her and say hi, but then I'm like, she's talking to someone else. And then they left. So I didn't see her at the end. I didn't see her face. I just know it's her. And then I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. I don't care anymore. And then I left, and as I left, I saw Professor Akira Lippett. Which is really cool. I just said his full name. Okay, who cares? I said his full name, I waved, and then he didn't recognize me for like a split second, and it was kind of awkward. And then we talked a little bit. I told him I'm in the Mary Sweeney class, and yeah, I was like, good to see you. And then it was good, you know, I need to, you know, make friends with these professors. And then I walked outside, I ran into Sear, and I talked to him for a little bit, and then, you know what, I'm gonna leave. We walked to the USC Village, and then I hopped onto the bus, went back home, and then I made lunch, and then here I am. A couple more things. First of all, I texted Ethan Go last night, and Ethan Go responded very passionately, saying that yes, I have auditioned for a 480. But then for some reason a little bit later he's like, no, I actually don't know what's going on with the 480s. I'm actually not sure if they're still doing auditions now or not. Like, so I don't know if he did audition or not. And then yeah, and then what else happened? Christian finally responded. After a whole ass week, Christian's like, yes, I'm down to just watch a film together or something. So that's cool. If there can only be one hangout this week, may that be with Christian R. May that be with Christian. And then Thomas Fitzgerald, the producer of Starman, texted me out of nowhere, asking me if I'm free to help, set dress like a music video tomorrow and Sunday. And I'm like, I can't do it tomorrow, but it's cool that he remembers me, etc. And then I believe that's it. Yeah, my film is released on Cine Asian Films, the website, and it's nothing, you know, it's just on the website, and then it connects back to my YouTube channel. I'm not winning a fucking award or anything like that. But it's cool, and a lot of people saw the post and liked it, and Cliff said congrats, so that was nice. And that's pretty much it. I don't know why I'm a little... The day started off a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit pessimistic, because again, I feel a little isolated in this semester. But I don't know, I still feel like there is still some hope. Like, if I can land an acting gig in a 480, that would be funny. If not, that's okay, like, who cares? But also, I just have a little hope to just hang out with people. And oh yeah, Andrew Wu texted me asking me, like, apparently he still hadn't bought the tickets, which is concerning. You know, this isn't AMC, this is Aero Theater. Cinephiles howl at the tickets, like, you have to buy them fast. So I sent him the link and he's like, great, cool. So yeah, but yeah, that means I'll be seeing Andrew Wu and Daniel Pan that day, or at least Andrew Wu is confirmed coming, which is cool because I want to get with that gang, and I want there to be cheers when I walk on stage in the graduation, right? But yeah, that's it. I still have 2 whole ass readings to finish for my essay film class, which I will do right now as I make dinner. The fridge is still dead. No one's fixing it. It's probably going to be dead for weeks, honestly. I don't know how to deal with that. My clam chowder soup, which is already inedible a few days ago, now it's turned into sludgy, weird. There's some yellow clog, and there's some red substances in there. It's like pink mold, maybe? I don't know. I don't even want to open it. And I hope my food doesn't go bad. I mean, most of the food I have in the fridge, you know, stuff like tomatoes and onions, if they're not refrigerated, it's like not the end of the world. I'm more concerned about, you know, maybe steaks, meats, and whatnot. You know, wet foods are the most concerning. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of wet foods in the fridge. I keep it quite dry. But yeah, definitely a huge concern. Definitely a huge concern. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited for tomorrow's essay class. We have changed the classrooms. The Japanese professor told us by email that I should change the classroom because the conference room is a bit tough to do anything. And tomorrow's going to be a long day. It's going to be a big day. And yeah. Yes, indeed. And I don't know if Tiger's going to show up for the essay film class or not. I hope she does. Yeah. Okay, time now is 9:32 a.m. on January 22nd. Yeah, I slept from 4:20 to 9:20, basically. Or no, 9... Yeah, I guess. I didn't immediately fall asleep, though. Took a while. But, fuck. At least I broke the 5 a.m. curse. That's good. Time to break the 4 a.m. curse. And then eventually I will be able to go to bed at 2. Yeah, tonight, 4 a.m. sharp. You know what? Even earlier, 3:45. 3:45 tonight. Yeah. Yeah, last night after dinner, I watched a film on Blu-ray. It took me 2 hours, and I fell asleep at the end. It was a very long, 20-minute long fight scene. And then I tried to finish the 4 readings for my class, for the essay film class, and I'm down to the last reading, and it's just too much, man. It's just too much. But I'm kind of done. Like, aside from the last reading, the second half, so I gotta finish that shit. And then, yeah, today's gonna be a long ass day again. Religion class, Cult 382, and then, I should stop using Cult. It sounds like C-U-L-T. I should say Complet. And, yeah, and, I'm just trying to remember my dream. Yeah, and then the fucking essay film class. I'm gonna be bringing my entire laptop charging setup over, because why the fuck not? Okay, my dream. Ooh. I remember talking to my mom over the phone about some really sensitive things that I really would rather not talk to my mom about, which is hilarious. And then I'm in school, but this feels like secondary school, and there's like some amalgamation between secondary school and college. And there's this really nice lecture hall type empty space somewhere below. And I go there all the time to hide and write stories, maybe. It's like a writing program. I met some celebrities there. I met Denzel Washington there. There's this black girl that I'm friends with. Like Tova, but not exactly Tova. And she's like, oh, there's a Denzel Washington is here. And I'm like, what? And then I saw her mom, the black girl's mom, and I had to explain to her how I met Denzel Washington. And then I saw Dev Patel, and he's holding an umbrella. And he's like, or like some kind of long stick, and he's like, this is like a bazooka. Like, he didn't say that this is like a bazooka, but he's holding it like it's a bazooka. And then, that's all I remember. I tried. If I sleep more, my dreams will be more vivid and alive. Ugh. Back again with the sleeping torture. I have to solve this, man. I have to go to bed at 2 a.m. consistently. So, I also really want to buy a water filter. I realize that with the fridge not being fixed anytime soon, I realize I have to buy a water filter because I looked at the water and it's got like weird particles and shit. And I've been drinking that weird water for so many days already. I feel like I'm killing myself. So yeah.
Color right?
Ethan?
Ethan? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oakley dokley. Time now is 2:24 a.m. in the morning. I just finished fucking dinner. Yeah, I'm tired. Today has been a very long day. I woke up and I had breakfast and it was shit and I almost threw up. And then I walked to school because I missed the bus. And then I arrived at Coffee Bean and I bought a cup of coffee mocha, but this time with soy milk. And I still somehow felt uncomfortable in the stomach. Not as bad as regular milk stomachache, but I still somehow got stomachache. I realized that I'm kind of lactose intolerant, but right now I'm beginning to be caffeine intolerant as well. Like, why do I get stomach aches drinking anything? But yeah, I ran into Colin, and Colin was like lining up right in front of me. There's like nobody in the Coffee Bean for some reason. And Colin saw me and smiled, and I think for the first time, well, not really for the first time, but like, it's really nice. It felt genuine. Like, he felt genuinely happy to see me. And he's like, so what are you up to? What classes are you going? And I told him I'm going to the essay film class. He said he's going to the Holocaust class. And I'm like, have fun. And then, yeah, I got my coffee, and then I went over to my religion class, and it was meh. It was boring, spoke up once, and then I went over to my Zen and Taoism class, my cult class, Complet. I'm just going to call it Complet. My Complet class, and it was fine, didn't really speak up. And then I returned to SCA to to go for my essay film class, and at the Restart building, I ran into Shalin. Said hi to him. Haven't seen him in quite some time. Haven't seen him since like December, I believe. And then, yeah, and then I saw fucking Jayun, and of course she's talking to someone, because she's always talking to someone. She's always linking up with people, building connections, you know, networking, life, living, and I saw her as I walked. She's on one of the benches next to the doors to the SCA building, and I saw her. I don't know if she saw me, but then I entered the SCA building, and through the glass door I looked at her, and I think she's looking at my general direction, and I hope she saw me. And she's smart, so I'm sure she'll notice, but then again, she's also not that smart, so I don't really know. I don't want to care. I don't want to look at her. So I went up to the new classroom, and I set up my laptop, set up my charger, and yeah, so essay film class, second class, and a bunch of people dropped. So now the class has like 10 people, and I know like half of the class. Yeah, so there's Yu-Chen and his friend in the first row, and then the second row behind me is Avi Kai, and then it's two random dudes, and then it's Julian, Barhoni Ree, Josh De Silva, and this Edith, this Cam's girl. And yeah, I know like half the class, so that's hilarious. And yeah, and then we just took the class, and it's I don't want to say it's boring, because boring has like a negative connotation, but it's a class that requires a lot of mental concentration, because the professor is just like, she's just standing there with her iPad, and I feel like I'm seeing a doctor. Like she talks like a very patient, monotone nurse. And I just wish she could loosen up, walk around, and have a joke or something. Like, I just want it to be fun. I mean, it's supposed to be fun. And thank God I'm, like, interested in film, because if I'm not, I would probably fall asleep or be extremely bored. Yeah, we had a 10-minute break, and talked a bit more with Julian during the break. And he was talking about how... Like, he talked to me about readings, and he's hardcore with the readings. He fucking printed them out, hard copy. I don't even think he's registered in the class. I think he's just auditing, but he printed all the readings, hard copy. He's writing notes, and he told me that he loves the first two readings, which are really tough, but he finds them really interesting. And then he talked about how Cheyenne just texted him saying that in, I think, 192, somebody in the class of 192 asked, why can't he just recreate a Stan Brakhage short film with AI? The film being Mothlight. And it was so absurd, and I laughed, and I'm like, yeah, SCA, the greatest film school of America. And yeah, you know, it's good connecting with him. And then we watched Sans Soleil, and I liked it a lot more this time around, but people who has never seen the film, they're just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Which makes sense, and surprisingly, even Josh and Julian aren't super sold on the film either. But I spoke up after the film. I was waiting for a good moment to speak up, because I did do the readings, and I spent a lot of time on it. We also did the quiz in the beginning of the class, and it was semi-tough, but I was able to finish it, and I'm pretty confident in it. But I did do the readings, and I want to speak up just so that my readings won't go to waste. Like, I can talk about it and impress the professor, so at least it goes to some use. But I ended up not really doing that, but I did speak up about Sans Soleil, and the professor liked my commentary. I mean, the professor likes everyone's commentary. Again, I think she's, like, a little nervous, and I think she's a little, like, she doesn't want to offend anyone. Like, Yu Chen bought a grilled cheese at the freaking Coffee Bean, and he's like, well, am I allowed to eat in there? And I'm like, I don't even think the professor will, like, fight you if you eat in the classroom. I don't think she's, like, brave enough to do that. Which is sad, because she's obviously more senior than most of us, if not all of us. But she's just, like, nervous. And, you know, I just wish, like, I'm just thinking, if I'm the TA, if I'm the teacher, I'm going to walk around and command the room, you know. At least I'm going to try to do that. It's going to be like a stand-up show or something. But yeah, after class, I left with Yuchen and his friend, and Yuchen is not grabbing dinner, so I have no one to eat dinner with. I'm like, it's fine, it's late, I'm tired. I don't know what to eat. I ended up in Kava. And I bought some food, and as I was leaving, I ran into Kate Xiao and this random kid who's taller than me, but he's a kid, he's a freshman. And both him and Kate Xiao are in BCA. And, you know, and I just said hi, and then I just stuck around for the conversation, and I realized maybe I should eat dinner with them, or dinner, I don't know. Lunch, dinner. And so that's what I did. And yeah, originally the plan is for me to just quickly go back to SCA because it's cold outside. Go back to SCA, sit down, eat dinner, go back to the village, go to Target, buy some stuff, come back home. But I ended up sitting near Target, and us three, we just sat down and talked, which is really nice. Again, I feel like I'm so isolated in this semester. Like in my classes, aside from the essay film class, I'm not really seeing anyone, right? I don't see people. But the most socializing I'm ever going to do is by running into people. Not even like club stuff. I'm not really in APCA now, and Click to View hasn't really started. So genuinely, the most socializing I can get is by randomly running into people on campus. That's literally the best I can do. So I'm glad I ran into Keisha. I'm glad I run into people constantly. I'm happy about that. Yeah, we just talked, and she just updated me. She's like, did Hugh ask you to do his 290? Did Harley ask you? And I'm like, nobody asked me anything. Hugh Vo did ask me for tips, but I'm wondering how's Harley doing in her 290. I'm wondering how Audrey's doing in her 290. Actually, maybe I should ask. But yeah, I walked past Sienna Barker again, and she didn't see me again. I just don't think she recognized me because I'm wearing glasses and I have short hair again. Yeah, okay. I want to go to bed earlier because I still actually indeed have a class tomorrow. But it does feel like the end of a week again. I feel like week 2 just ended. Holy ball sacks. Like, it just started and now week 2 is ending, and yeah, it's just so crazy how fast a week can go by. I mean, there's still tomorrow, yes, but it's just that tomorrow is just a 50-minute discussion session. I'm probably not going to see anyone. Unless I stand around SCA, then maybe I'll run into someone. But, yeah, Jesus ball sacks, man. Holy moly. I don't know. Week 2 out of 16... 14 weeks left. I don't know. I'm looking forward to a few things. You know, I'm looking forward to the virtual production with Maisie, and I'm looking forward to making my own film. I'm looking forward to the other set with the Woos and the Josh O. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not really looking forward to much. I also got an internship interview tomorrow at 3 p.m. for this comedy thing, which I don't really care about. But if I can get an internship, so be it. I continue to text a little bit with Ethan Go. He's really, like, passionate in talking to me for some reason. Don't really know why, but that's cool, I guess. He said he's cooked because he auditioned for an 480, or he tried, and turns out the 480 is like Koreans only. because it's the script written by Daisy No, who's Korean American. Completely unrelated, but Maisie turns out she's bi. Because she announced it. She didn't even announce it. She casually mentioned it on her Instagram story. Like, she posted 50 Instagram stories, and one of them is about how she's in this class, and they're forming groups, and there's another group, and in that group there's a girl that she dated and went horribly, and then her group mates were like, don't you want to go to the other group? And she's like, no, and then she's contemplating of dropping the class because she just doesn't want to be like with a girl that she's dated. And then she made another Instagram story saying, oh, some of you are like shocked that I like girls. Oh, not this again, not the Maisie last name. You like girls? Again. Not again. It's common knowledge. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I'm not shocked. Everyone's bisexual. Closeted, unknowingly, or out of the closet. Everyone's secretly bisexual all the time in SCA. Yeah, I've never dated, and I don't care anymore because I hate human beings. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all. I hope me, Christian, and Maisie could like collab. Like 3 of us. We should do that shit, you know? We should do that shit. Just 3 problematic people. We're all problematic. It's SCA is problematic. It's one big clusterfuck. But yeah, today I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling lighthearted. I don't know, I've been watching Minecraft videos. Like last night I had the impulse to watch Technoblade playing Minecraft, and I think it's just his sense of humor. Like I was literally watching it. I think it's his sense of humor and his cadence just makes me feel like I want to do things fast. I cooked dinner and I was so fast. And more things in the fridge are getting moldy. My pesto sauce got moldy. I threw away my spinach and my cucumber. My cucumber turned slimy, and the spinach is like stinking and like corrupted and wet, and like I don't know how long can this go on. This is genuinely a problem. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Peace.